Hey guys, it's San and welcome back to the BulbaSquad. So, today we're going to be having more of an open-ended discussion. Essentially, with vintage essentially collapsing or dipping in price, a bunch like there's retraces across the board. You've probably seen dozens of videos. Everyone and their mother put out a video about it. But what I've seen no one talk about is the fact that vintage is essentially in a bear market right now. Honestly. For those of you that don't know, a bear market is whenever the market has a steep retracement. In some areas it was steep, others not so steep, ranging from like a couple percentage points, like 10%, 8%, all the way to 60%, which was pretty steep. And it occurred to me, why is no one talking about this? Right now, vintage is in a bear market after a year of just bull running it all the way to the moon. And modern hasn't had that form of price correction and is still extremely high risk, especially the newest sets. And it occurred to me, people are paying between 140 and 165 a booster box for a new set. So the case is going to be around the price of like $800 to $1,000. And meanwhile, I could take that same $800 to $1,000 and go put it into a card that's already retraced or proven itself. And that doesn't quite make sense to me because the risk, like, are you kidding me? You would rather buy a case of this, any modern set, Chilling Reign that's coming up? Really? You would rather buy one of those over some vintage item that's already proven itself? And let's realistically think about this. An item that is already depreciated or retraced or dropped, whatever, by 15-60%, what is the risk you're actually incurring? Think about that for a second. When the losses have already been made or the price correction's already been made, what is the real danger anymore? What everyone feared already occurred. You're at the bottom. How much further can you go? Like, what, $1,000 card goes down to 700, 500, whatever, and you're like, oh my god, it already dropped by a couple hundred, I'm not grabbing that. Instead of realizing, if it already dropped, people already have incentive to not sell this anymore because the losses have already been made, or people already made so many gains they don't care, that I should probably just purchase it because the risk is negligible at worst at this point. Meanwhile, modern is like that Battle Styles box. Just get it out of here. I don't want to risk that much money. We've already seen what modern can do in the past. Modern, the glass floor that you can really work with is, you're working about in the high 80s. That's the lowest a box can go. And it just baffles me that no one is talking about vintage right now. With the prices at the lowest they've been in a while, and all the retracements that already happened, the opportunity's right there. Honestly. Yeah, oh my god, it's a couple $100 to buy some stuff. You're already dropping a couple $100. Please tell me, how many of you buy like 5 ETBs of a set? 5? 4? Some of you buy like, oh, I'm going to buy like 3 ETBs and 2 booster boxes. Alright, let's do some real quick math, right? So a standard ETB, 40 bucks, 120 bucks right there. Now you decide to buy 2 booster boxes of a new set. At this point, 140 is pretty much par for the course. So we're talking about, what would that be? 140, 280 plus 120, $400. $400 on a modern product that is brand new. And it is almost certain to be reprinted. And the price will most likely drop. Think about that. You're really telling me you would rather invest in some modern product versus vintage, which, once you get into vintage, we'll talk about that in a second. Seriously? Seriously. Man. Now, for those of you who actually listen to that, when you go into vintage, Sealed is expensive. Singles is probably what you're going to go for. Maybe depending on if you go into Japanese or if you go into more niche markets, you might get sealed, in which case that's gold, usually. Just make sure it has fundamentals. Run it through the spider system to give yourself a basis and really do your research on the products. Now, singles. First and foremost, if you want information on singles, go to zngemporium.com. Fantastic site for all the WotC sets and the singles. It does all first edition except base set, which he does unlimited. And that will give you a really good idea of how much is in the pop report. Now, pretty much all of you have probably heard rare, minter, what is it? It's an older, rarer, minter, better. So, age is going to be king. Older means harder to find 10s. Rarer, no WotC set out there is going to be rare except first edition PSA 10s, okay? Minter. Now, here's the tricky one. Figure out how difficult it is to actually grade the card, okay? Go check out the PSA pop report. Figure out the PSA 10 percentage ratio. Look at ZNG Emporium's website because it's fantastic. It shows you how many PSA 10s have been added since October, 6 months ago, going on 7. And almost everything, nothing had any substantial amount added to it. The 9s had a fair amount, but it's not as much as you would think. So if you actually play your cards right, messing around with this, doing your proper research and due diligence, double D's, you can actually figure out places to park money that will be more resilient to any further retracements. And if you want better examples of that, look at ZNG's stuff. The stuff that's really hard to grade, that's actually pretty rare in 10s, and that the boxes are harder to find, those did not retrace like at all. Honestly. They either kept their prices or the retracements were negligible. Like no one cared. Like, oh, boo-hoo. My booster box appreciated by $15,000 and then I lost 2. I'm going to cry next to that Battle Styles box. Like, you see my point. So, now I just wanted to have this conversation, okay? This is stupid. It's literally stupid that nobody is talking about this. Honestly. This channel, we're investors. Long game should be the game, not short game. And short game is modern right now because you're going to increase your opportunity cost sitting on that stuff when it eventually has to cool off like Vintage did. Imagine what just happened to WotC and all of those with them being 20-year-old sets or 15, like, you know how old they are. If they could drop that much, how much do you think a brand new modern set can drop? You think it's just going to be 10%? 20%? Or do you think it's possible that you could lose like 50% of your money depending on the situation? The risk is what matters. The people who actually know what they're doing in this game, the people who actually end up making the money, staying in the game, and overall grow up from being a Timmy, do not ask, how much do I stand to gain? They ask, how much do I stand to lose? Think about it. In order for you to go from $100 to $1,000, you need to have, what would that be, like a 1,000% return? Big number. But if you get a small number, negative 50%, you just lost $500. Remember, staircase up, elevator down. In some cases, it's a free fall down. So, tell me what you guys thought of this video. Tell me, did you guys enjoy this more freestyle way of video? Because if so, I got a few more conversations we could have. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Thank you guys for sitting through that video. So, as you guys have probably seen in the past videos, we're giving away a Battle Styles booster box. Comment below your favorite card from Battle Styles. Please do avoid trying to do repeat submissions. We're going to then compile all of the names, and we're going to do an opening on Sunday the 22nd. And it's going to be a pack battle. Essentially, each one of you is going to get a pack. Person with the best pack gets the hits. We're going to stream it. We're going to have some fun, hang out, and then maybe even stream a game afterwards. But that is it. Alright, just drop a comment down below with your favorite Pokemon from the set or favorite card. I don't care what it is. You do not have to be subscribed or like the video. Please do not subscribe or like the video unless if you actually like the content. Alright, I'm not going to hold that over your head like others do. So, thank you guys for giving us 400 subscribers. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.